This week's show is sponsored by Celebrate Vitamins, providing the optimum level of vitamin and mineral supplementation that's tasty and affordable. Get all of your favorite Celebrate products at CelebrateVitamins.com. This week's episode of Bariatric TV is sponsored by Bariatric Advantage, the most complete line of micronutrient replacements specifically designed for the weight loss surgery patient. Help support the show by ordering your Bariatric Advantage products directly from the BTV e-store.
Hi, I'm Tony.
And I'm Linda, and it's time for another episode of BTV.
So what do we have for you this week?
A new name for our online chat support group.
Before and after photos. They're a must.
Newbies versus Oldies. Ding, 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 ding.
In a cage match!
You're going down, newbies!
And a soup you're sure to love.
Well, freaks, we normally do our I Freakin' Did It segment here, but we're gonna do something a little different this week.
What, you ask? We're gonna give stuff away. That's what. Yep, it's time to announce the winner of the Name Our Online Chat Support Group contest.
But first, the new name of the online chat support group is Weekly Freak Speak.
So, for now on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, you can join BTV's Weekly Freak Speak.
Just head to the forums at bariatrictv.com/forum and click on the chat button to join in.
And without further ado, the winner of the container of Building Blocks Protein and the Best of Season 1 DVD is Paula, or Hoping to Be Thin. Yay!
Yeah! Nice, Pee Wee Herman.
Thank you.
So send us an email, Paula, to feedback@bariatrictv.com to let us know what flavor protein drink you'd like and where to send your goods.
I'd like the North Atlantic cod flavored,
I'd like salmon and strawberries, please.
the strawberry trout flavored.
And now we're off to the dumping ground.
I don't feel good.
Oi! We've landed in the dumping ground.
Oi!
Thunk. So let me ask you guys something. How many of you are taking progress pictures of your journey? Anyone?
Ooh, I did.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you will regret it if you don't.
Really? Why is that?
There's really a couple of reasons you want to document visually what went on with your body during your weight loss surgery.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. That's what you want to document, all right?
I'm an excellent driver. There's really a couple of reasons you want to document visually what went on with your body during your weight loss.
First, having your before and after pictures will help you to maintain or stick to doing the right thing. Actually being able to see the changes, and believe me, they will be drastic, is a great incentive to keep on track.
Next, documentation for reconstructive surgery.
Aha! See, I bet you didn't even think of that one, did you?
Keeping a visual record of what's going on with your skin, things like rashes and infections, can go a long way to help sway an insurance company to cover reconstructive surgery. It can also show your insurance company that you've lost the weight, and with the right timestamps that you're maintaining that weight loss.
Another reason for progress pictures are stalls. Yes, you are going to have stalls, and yes, they are going to frustrate the hell out of you. When they happen, these pictures can help inspire you to keep going and doing what's right.
Some patients find that they lose too much weight. In those cases, pictures can be useful to help them figure out where they feel and look the best to themselves.
Wow, this is totally me. I'm glad I took shots of my all-time lowest weight, especially when I feel bad about the bounce back weight. I can look at those images and see that I sorta kinda looked a little too skinny. It helps to keep me from beating myself up over that bounce back weight.
While I no longer carry around my before and after pictures, I do have them close by, and I'm never gonna forget what it was like.
Funny, while having dinner recently with a good friend, he mentioned to Linda and I that he couldn't picture us larger. Why, this is a huge, huge compliment. It's also a reminder to me to go back and look at those pictures.
So here's a reminder to you guys of the larger, of Tony and I, supersized. We're biggie sized. Here we are, biggie sized.
Oh, and let this also be a reminder to you guys that there are plenty of us out there that continue to be a success after 5+ years.
Are you sure I shouldn't alter this picture? Oh well then, we'll just have to alter your reality.
Welcome to Altered Reality.
Recently, drama on Facebook and a fellow WLSer site brought up a very interesting topic for us.
We won't rehash the drama, but I definitely want to hit on a few things that caught my eye and made me think. For starters, how about this? The path of a WLSer is different from a newly surgically altered freak than it is from those of us much, much further out.
When we all first have surgery, even though a lot of us have different surgeons with different protocols, the basics are somewhat the same: protein, water, vitamins, and exercise. We become a bit obsessed with those basics. Sometimes this obsession is really noticeable when the newly freaked is posting on social networks.
It's like an ex-smoker. You ever deal with an ex-smoker? Jeez, the same person that blew smoke in your face for 20 some odd years suddenly becomes the anti-smoking god, touting the "you have to quit or die" mantra. It's not out of meanness really, it's more because they feel better and they want you to feel better too.
But oftentimes, even though they're trying to help, it can come out as judgmental to those further along in their journey.
When you're in your honeymoon period and you're dropping pounds quickly, it's easy to believe that this will be your life forever. It's hard to imagine that you'll change what seems to be working for you.
Guess what, folks? It does change. To quote a fellow WLSer's blog, and we hope she doesn't mind because these are truly words of wisdom, Andrea at WLS Vita Garden wrote, "Listen up, boys and girls. If you didn't know this before, you're going to hear it now. Your pouch will not stay at 1 to 2 ounces for life. It will grow to 8 to 10 ounces over the course of 12 to 18 months. End of story. You will be able to eat a hamburger, some fries, and drink again. You will be able to have a few slices of pizza."
Andrea went on to say, "You will be able to eat in a restaurant without the waitstaff asking if your food was bad. You will not always look like a surgically altered freak when you eat. If you can't handle this now, get therapy."
Andrea wrote a lot of other great stuff in this post, but we chose this quote for a reason.
We wanted to remind you that your journey will change drastically. It almost becomes a whole new type of journey once the honeymoon phase is over. We want you to be prepared for it.
And we want you to know that truly, once you enter maintenance mode, that's where the real work begins. That's why we hammer home constantly about doing the basics: protein, vitamins, exercise, and yes, water.
If you haven't perfected these by the end of the honeymoon period, you could be in for a nasty surprise.
And believe me, we know you won't be perfect. Heck, we're not perfect, but we do continue to stick to those rules. They make whatever mistakes you make a little easier to deal with.
So when things start to change, don't get freaked out. Just be aware of it and go freak on. Welcome to the Freak On segment.
You know, with the pouch having a mind of its own, there's still some days that just having a nice bowl of soup sounds so good.
Tell me about it, especially after a day of abusing my pouch. She lets me know she wants something a little less tough to eat, but at the same time, she likes flavor. Lots of flavor. If I don't give it to her, she'll go looking for more.
Cheatin' pouch. It's a country western song. Pouch. Yeah, but sometimes soup isn't all that satisfying, and Lord knows we sure got burned out on it right after surgery.
But have I got a soup for you? It's savory, delicious, and satisfying. And on top of that, it's great for you. So whether you're a fresh little post-op or even an old-timer, you're gonna love this recipe. But let me introduce you to chicken pozole. This recipe came to me from an asked-to-be unnamed coworker of mine. There are tons of recipes on the internet for this soup, but I chose to make this one because it's so simple. Here's what you'll need: 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 large onion thinly sliced, some minced garlic, about 2 cloves or about a tablespoon, some dried oregano, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, 28 ounces of chicken broth, about 15 ounces of white hominy, 1 can of green peppers, about 7 ounces, 1 can of green chilies drained, 1 can of black olives drained, and about 3/4 of a pound of chicken cut up, cubed. So in a large pot over medium heat, I want you to combine the oil, onion, garlic, oregano, and cumin.
A little hard time opening that?
Just a little.
The question is, from where you're sitting, can you even see the bottom of that pan?
So you're going to cook this for about 5 minutes until the onions are a little bit tender. So next thing you'll do is stir in. Ooh.
The overhead camera might have just got all steamed up.